right, you guys? Podcast time.
It's quieter.
Fucking podcasting right now.
Chew quieter.
And now, to the podcast studio.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Chew Quieter. How are you?
I'm fucking great! It's been a busy week already. It's only damn Wednesday.
Before we get into it, let's give a shout out to our sponsors really quick. LiftedForLess.com is your one-stop online marketplace for top quality parts and accessories for your Jeep, Bronco, and truck. Carrying great brands like Rock Crawler Suspension, Savvy Off-Road, Rigid Industries, and many more. With a wide range of products designed to enhance your off-road experience, you can trust LiftedForLess.com to provide you with the best in the industry. Also, Rub One, revolutionizing the way you wash and protect your Jeep, truck, and side-by-side. Easy-to-use products designed to give your ride that perfect finish, whether you're hitting the streets or the trails. With optional low-pressure or high-pressure foam cannons, Rub One has you covered. Get yours now at rub-one.com. All right, guys, so...
Looks like Amando's been rubbing a lot.
Yeah, he's got a fresh cut, doesn't he?
Yeah.
No, I'm growing. I got a little stubble here, a little stubble there. No, I haven't shaved in a couple days.
Couple
I
of
haven't
days.
shaved in a while.
Yeah.
I usually shave every 2 days.
I think I shaved
3
Friday.
days.
I wonder what Chris would look like with a beard.
I'm not allowed to grow one.
You're not?
No.
Mom will let you?
That's not Mum's the problem.
The other mom.
It's the other one I have to ask permission to do everything.
It's the ma'am.
Yes.
So, funny story. One time I just jokingly said to the wife that I was going to clean shave my face. And she says, you do that, I stop shaving my legs. I was like, okay, fair enough.
You know what? Is it the only one time she's not going to shave her legs, or is it ongoing?
As long as my face was bare.
Bear.
Okay, so it's one time because it's going to grow back straight away.
Well, I was insinuating that it was going to be an ongoing thing.
Oh, because
Oh,
I'm just trying to see if we can make it happen to see what you look like with no beard, Gabe.
I might have a few pictures out there.
Yeah.
I only started growing the beard when I turned 30.
Oh.
It was a mental thing for me. I was like, I'm 30. I'm a man now. I need to grow some facial hair.
I've had this for so long I can't remember. 20 years? 20, probably 20 years I've had it.
Mm-hmm.
I started growing facial hair.
Yeah. Before that, I just had
not shaving it off.
Yeah. Before that, I just had like a chin beard or, long sideburns that connected to the chin, that sort of thing. Just
yeah. I was that 9-year-old go to school with stubble.
Yeah, the Jay-Z mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whiskers. That guy's like 55 years old and has
Still can't grow a beard.
the inability to grow any facial hair whatsoever.
Yeah. Not a man.
No.
Not a man.
Well, I mean, he's raping 13-year-old little girls at Diddy parties. So.
Diddy parties, that's it.
Fucking pervert.
Give me some of that oil.
Lather it.
Oh, yeah. Let's slip and slide.
Hey,
We're having a slip and slide party at Diddy's.
Since you guys are a couple of been in like shipping and taking orders and that sort of thing for businesses. Chris, you pretty much ran a business.
Yep.
Armando, you pretty much ran that other business, the shipping side of it and that sort of thing. I have a situation I want your opinion on. Okay. I ordered something mid-October from a gun manufacturer. And on their website, it said, this will not ship until November. I said, okay, I can deal with that. November is only 2 weeks away. That's fine. So before I placed the order, I called and said, hey, I just want to make sure that, you have a timeline of when this is going to ship. They said, yes, it's expected to ship by the first or second week of November. So cool, I'll place the order. I placed the order. I still haven't received my parts. I've tried to call them, and I'm on hold for hours at a time, and then I get disconnected. I try to use the website's chat feature, and literally in the queue, there's like 300 people, and I'll get to like 100, and then they'll say I disconnected myself.
Chargeback.
Is it a big company?
It's a fairly big company, Aero Precision. They're based out of Washington.
Oh, Washington State.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, charge back straight away.
Yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm thinking about doing the chargeback because I actually joined a Facebook group of disgruntled
Aero Precision
people.
customers.
Yeah. And there's a laundry list of people saying they ordered something within a certain period of time and it never shipped. There's people still waiting for their custom parts that they had to put a deposit on because they're custom parts. They're being custom Cerakoted and all that sort of thing.
So I think there's a certain time, like a window you have before you can do it. Like your chargeback doesn't work anymore.
Oh.
Well, it's post delivery. I think if it's still open, you can still file the chargeback if they haven't delivered in a certain amount of time. So, new job I'm working with now. It's kind of a clusterfuck, and part of the clusterfuck is no inventory system in place right now. So no one knows how to build anything, what has to be built. So then the laser went down. Laser's finally coming back. So laser's been down for 6 weeks. It had to go back to the manufacturer to get rebuilt, and it's coming back. So it's on a truck heading back to us now finally. So we've been outsourcing laser. So we custom build a lot of things, and it says that there's a delay on certain parts. Some say 6 to 8 weeks, some say 4 to 6 weeks. Some of them we just either missed or someone's ordered an weird oddball thing. It doesn't have the date, so people are just calling in and complaining and said it's a constant. And I get it, but their whole idea back before I started, they would just like ignore emails, ignore calls, whatever. I'm like, no, that's fucking stopping. So I'm like diligently going through and trying to change how things work. I mean, even as simple as creating automated emails that go out every so often. So it's designed to check order status. Once an order is placed, wait a week. Check if it hasn't shipped. Shoot an email saying, hey, we're still working on your product. It's in queue. Then wait another 14 days after that. If it hasn't shipped, another email goes out. So at least you're getting a tickle every so often saying that, hey, we understand it's taking a little longer than what it should be. Even though we're quoting out that time, it's just putting out there. So I'm just running these segmented emails every so often now. So hoping to alleviate that. But just be proactive with your clients and your customers. I mean, everyone understands you can have a delay. You get a huge backlog of orders. You can be delayed, especially custom stuff. It's even worse because you don't know what happened before you. The guy might order 100 guns for his whole family for Christmas, and that's like the rush on that they're doing. So, but the idea is get back to your customer. Let them know. I mean, it's the hardest part to sit there and suck it up as a customer yells at you, and you're like, well, I understand your frustration. It's just where we're at. And explain to them, and then they can decide from there. They want to cancel. They want to walk away, go away. The hard part about that custom part is you went to them for a reason because they had something that likely no one else had, or they did something that caught your eye. We're kind of in the same spot where most manufacturers are going to all the newest and greatest vehicles. We do all kinds of weird oddball stuff. We do a shit ton of stuff for Dakotas. I'm like, who's building a Dodge Dakota? Fucking shitload of people build Dodge Dakotas, apparently.
We're in Mexico?
No, here
New
in
Mexico.
the U.S., all over the U.S. Probably Dakota. Next to the Chevy, the C series trucks and the Chevys, C10s, C1500s, 2500s, 15s, like any of the older Chevy trucks that are getting done. The Dakota is number one behind that, and then Ford fucking Ranger.
I've never seen a Dakota on the road. Where are they hiding in all these people's garages?
They're getting worked on, apparently.
God. Wait 5 years. They're going to be everywhere.
So, but we sell products that people just either, we're not going to sell that again. They just got rid of it, and we have that niche of these oddball products that we still make that people have to come to us for.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I would probably just look in the reviews and see if there's more reviews about not things being shipped, never turned up.
Yeah. So
then
I
that would push me to do a chargeback.
Yeah. So I actually did look at, because I was like, it was weird that, because it's a new product for them. Oh, it was a new push as a bundle deal that they were doing for essentially a new product, new SKU. So I saw that there was reviews on it. And I was like, already? It seems weird. Like they just put these out. So I was looking at them and they're all the same review. I ordered this in October. I haven't received it. This isn't the first time it's happened. Never doing business with this company
probably done a
again.
bulk buy from some other manufacturer. But
From
waited
what
to
I
get the orders.
Yeah, so from what I understand, they're in the group that I started following. Someone with some insider knowledge said that aero precision has been suffering financially for a while, and they're no longer on net 30 terms with their suppliers.
Mm-hmm.
So what this person thinks they're doing is they're taking all these pre-orders and then using that, using that money to order the aluminum, whatever it might be, for these parts, and then making them.
Yeah. So they're probably 90, 120 days behind on what the orders are because they're waiting on the next cycle.
Yep. So I think that's my next step then, because that's where I was going with this, Chris. Is I was going to ask you guys, do you think it's too early to do a chargeback? Do you think I'm overreacting, that sort of thing?
Well,
I'd probably give it to the end of Christmas.
Yeah, but to me, it goes into how bad do I really want that to wait?
Well, see, here's the other thing. So what I ordered was a barrel and a handguard, and it was a bundle for $99. A 5.56 AR barrel, and so it's a 7-inch barrel, 5.56, and a 7.3-inch handguard, or reverse that, 7.3-inch barrel, 7-inch handguard. And it was a deal that they had that was a bundle for $99. Usually their barrels are like $150. Their handguards are like $200. So I was like, shit, I'm jumping on this. Usually I don't work with this company. Aero Precision is, in my opinion, mid-tier, maybe lower tier for ARs. But this build that I was doing is specifically a budget build. So I was like, this is perfect. Because I'm building a truck gun, with the foldable stock. So I can just put it in a backpack, throw it in my backseat, just boogie on. If I ever come across this situation where Antifa's blocking the road, just grab the back seat, unfold the fucking thing, and have it ready to rock and roll. So that's kind of my conundrum is, do I cancel it and just say fuck it and then order parts from another cheap company that I know will ship quick? So I'm leaning more towards doing the chargeback, just because the non-communication is the part that upsets me the most. That's the thing that bugs me is their customer service has just been shit. Every time I email them, they don't reply. Their chat service has just been crap. Their phone queue, they leave you on hold for over an hour. So it's just
here's a quick way of sorting out whether they're any good or not. Go onto the website, look at their dealer locator, call 3 stores that are close near you. So there's one in Pell City, Alabama. There's 2 in Alabama.
So that's the thing also is I read on that group that a lot of their retailers are not retailers, but their distributors are being treated the same way.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So if they are literally having the same issues that what you're having, then I wouldn't be using them. So there's one Baker Ridge Machine Co. in Apperson, just not far from you.
Mm-hmm.
Call them and just ask them how they deal with that company. If they don't like them, then do a chargeback.
Yeah. And at this point, if I do a chargeback, I might be only spending an extra $75 to $100 on the parts that I want anyway. Cross Machine Tool is a local company in Tennessee that makes really good, top-notch handguards. Ballistic makes really good, inexpensive barrels. BCM makes really good, inexpensive barrels. So I have a lot of options.
Are you building this gun to shoot drones down, Gabe?
No, not this time. I'll use the scatter gun for that. And if Armando doesn't use that Benelli, I'll just repossess his and use that scatter gun. Yeah, so I guess I'll do that. So speaking of drones, what do you think about that situation that's going on?
So there's a few rumors going around. Did you hear about the nuclear warhead that they're trying to find?
Yeah, and I don't buy it. I mean, they made a movie off of that theory. It's called Face Off with John Travolta and Christian Slater.
Yeah, but
where they're transporting a warhead on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do that.
Did you see the video that the American company that makes drones for the military got online and made a video talking about it? He said that he knew, so it goes back to Reagan, when Reagan disarmed all the nuclear warheads. Apparently, I don't know how true, 80 is a lot that went missing in Ukraine. Never got dismantled, just disappeared. And no one has seen them for years. And I think he was saying like 10 years ago, a guy came from Ukraine to the American government telling them that he touched one and it was heading to America. And he warned the government, and the government's done nothing about it. So they seem to think now that warhead has made its way here, and now the government's looking into it, and they think it's in New Jersey. And the only way they can really look for it is at nighttime, because it lets off a certain temperature that you can see better at nighttime.
So they're basically using scanning equipment, is what you're saying?
Yep.
Like LiDAR or
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he explained the whole thing. So that's one of the things.
I wonder, though, how big and heavy those warheads are, because drones have a capacity of, I mean, especially commercial drones, they don't have a very big capacity, but the military drones have a fairly decent capacity on them to carry a missile.
Well, they're not saying carrying a missile. They're looking for the warhead on the ground.
Oh, so you're saying that it came from
Eastern
Ukraine. Bloc.
Yep,
it went from the Eastern Bloc to US somehow?
Not the whole missile, just the component. So just the bomb part of it. Like the plutonium or whatever they're using. That's all they're looking for. So the whole missile didn't arrive here. They're just looking for that part that got decommissioned.
Well, that's the other thing that I want to know, though, too, is like, how big is that warhead?
I don't know.
How heavy and that sort of thing. I mean, and that might be classified. I don't know, but that would make a difference. And
even Trump said the government know what's going on, but they're not telling us.
I can't wait till he gets in office. He's going to unload every fucking dirty little secret.
Yep.
I just, here's the other theory that I've seen is recently the FAA has said for people that have commercial and non-commercial drones, like the one I have here, if you fly it at night, you now have to have lights on it. And I also saw that night photography with drones has become a very big thing. What I cannot explain is the cluster of drones that the people are seeing.
Yep.
So we also don't know if these drones that these people are seeing are commercial or non-commercial. the pictures that we see on online and X and everywhere else, I can't tell what kind of drone it is. I mean, it's so fuzzy and everything else, pixelated.
It's like, look, there's Bigfoot over there, and it's all, blurred and everything else. It's like the same with the drone. The drone crashed the other day into someone's front yard, and the picture went all funny. I'm like, if I hold something up and I'm videoing something, nothing happens to my phone. If something happens, it's clear as day.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's just so much fake stuff going around.
Yeah.
You just don't know what's real.
So either one of two things is happening. They're looking for a fucking nuclear warhead in New Jersey, or this was a big prank.
Something, because there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
What's your theory, Armando?
Who knows? Fucking knows.
As long as they don't come to my neighborhood, I don't give a shit.
They're fucking across the country from me. I don't give a shit. What are they gonna do? Fucking pummel the Jersey Shore? Get rid of some bunch of Guidos. Whatever.
Watch out, Piscataway, New Jersey. You're next.
Yeah. Isn't Vito down there somewhere?
Vito is in Long
Vito's
Island.
in New York. He's in Long Island.
Close enough.
The Globex guys are down there, so leave the Globex guys alone. Stay away from Tom's River.
Yeah.
And go to the Jersey Shore. Destroy Atlantic City. I don't give a shit about that.
Atlantic City is already destroyed anyway, so fuck it. Just finish it.
Just let it go. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's one of those things. It's like whatever.
Speaking of Atlantic City, isn't it kind of a sad thing to see that fucking city being the way it is now from what it once was?
Oh, Trump tried to make it something what it was.
What did it used to once be? Is the question.
It was a major attraction. It was like a Las Vegas. It was like a Reno.
Well, it's the only reason that's because Trump built the casino there.
Oh, even way before that.
Like, you can't drag people to a shit place.
No
matter how much you make something look like. Look, you can't polish a turd. Okay?
Well, it started to drop off in, I think it was the 90s. Like, it started to deteriorate then. So,
yeah.
Oh, don't tell us you can't polish a turd, Mr. JK guy.
What do you mean? My JK is a turd. What? You can't polish that.
With 8 cylinders.
Yeah. Doesn't sound like a turd.
It doesn't sound like a turd. Well, because it doesn't have a turd engine in it anymore. Yeah. It's got a man-sized engine now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm really happy about? One big reason why I'm happy that you and Will no longer work at Artec. I don't have to listen to fucking that Jeep squeak like a motherfucker.
Oh,
anymore.
yeah.
The Articon.
Yep.
It's like, Jesus Christ.
You could never ever sneak up on you with that Jeep.
No.
So the best is they sold it to some guy. And when I did that show for Rockcrawler in February in Salt Lake City, the guy came up to Will and I, and he's like, "Hey, you guys just have that? You guys built that rock? You built it like shit." I'm like, whoa. First of all, I didn't build it. Second of all, Will built it how many years ago, and Will hasn't worked for them for 2 years. So before we left, that Jeep went on trips and did it whatever. I said, what you're getting now is what they did after, and the lack of maintenance and how they fucked it up.
Because they didn't have anyone experienced off-roading to know how to fix shit.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
We did know the rear axle was bent.
It was bent?
Slightly.
Oh, it was bent. Yeah, it was. The housing was shit from the beginning. I don't know what junkyard they picked that housing up, but it was all rusted out. I'm like, how do you get a rusted housing in Arizona?
Was that a 14 bolt or a 60?
The 14 bolt. It was an old 14 bolt. It was a drum brake 99 ribbed 14 bolt.
Did you convert it to disc?
In the disc conversion, yeah.
Hmm.
Yep.
But Yeah, I got blamed for it being bent. I'm like, I didn't freaking do anything up to bend it. I mean,
you don't
you
wheel
don't
hard
wheel
enough
hard
to
enough.
bend it.
Yeah.
Will may have bent it.
Yeah.
You know how hard you have to wheel a JK with no load in the back?
Sorry,
Bend a
what?
14 bolt?
Yeah, ask Matt Loxley.
Yeah, ask Will Perryman. I can guarantee you he's the one that bent it.
Oh,
Matt Loxley not only bent his, but it turned into like 3 different pieces. Remember on Pritchett? He just flipped his fucking
Dumpy?
his Jeep over and broke the whole goddamn thing.
What do you have to bring that up for?
Because I like to give Matt shit.
God.
I love Matt so much. I give him shit about this at least once or twice a year.
Well, we need to. Wasn't there video of it?
There's like Zapruder film video of it. Like,
Yeah, I think we need to show that
It's
too.
grainy.
Yeah,
there
that
might
doesn't
be
matter.
someone on the
It's
grassy
enough.
knoll.
It's enough. It's enough to go. Ha ha. Remember that?
Well, every year, there's a series of posts on my
Memories
timeline.
come up.
The memories come up, and we're on Pritchett. I think it was either the following year that happened, or the same year, but later in the season. And Armando and I are on we're on the obstacle, and we reenacted Matt rolling his Jeep with the meme
with the little dude in a mini Jeep.
Yeah.
I saw pictures of that. I deleted a lot of Artec pictures when I left. A lot of things that happened, but there's particular moments that I kept, and that was definitely one of them.
Yeah, I've done the same thing.
Where's Dumpy hashtag is it's still trending somewhere out there too. So
the biggest thing I've hated my time doing what I was doing. Every photo, I was wearing the logo.
Yeah.
Hat, T-shirt.
And the Jeep.
The Jeep, whatever. Everywhere I've gone. So every photo I look back on, I'm just like, fuck. Now I've got to Photoshop that shit out. Because it's stupid.
Yeah. I'm not going to say who, but a certain person that we went on a trip with asked me to Photoshop out a certain female from some photos. And I did it because I love the guy and I don't want him to I didn't want his new fiance to be upset or anything. So I did it. But I thought that was funny.
Yeah, I like those photos.
Yeah. I mean, there were good photos of him in a certain Jeep, but his companion was just not. How can I say this? His companion was a knee-jerk reaction to go. It was a sudden thing. I don't want to call him out because I don't know if him and his wife listen to the show or if he just listens to the show. If he's listening, I know he knows we're talking about him.
Oh, I know who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who it is.
I know. I'm just trying to remember
who it is. There was
had-
there was lots of clues in there on who that was.
I had to jog my memory.
Love you, Travis. But anyways.
Oh, and there it is.
I wasn't going to say it.
Okay. All right. Oh, we got that out of the way.
Yeah.
So I have an itch that I have been really wanting to scratch, and it's not in the crotch area. It's me wanting to buy a BMW. I asked Chris about this a couple of weeks ago because I was so close just going down to Franklin and picking one up.
So you're not now?
want one. I'm going to wait.
Well, it depends on what you want to do with it. If you want to go fast in the corners and have a bit of fun with it that way, then
I definitely want to take it on the back roads, go take fast corners, curves, everything. I'm not going to drag race it, nothing like that.
Yeah, just get the all-wheel drive one.
Yeah.
The 33i, 335.
No, I was going to do the 240, the M240.
Oh yeah. What's my
Either the M2 or the M240, but from what I understand, the M240 is the better of the two models. The all-wheel drive version is far superior.
Yeah, let me see what my mate's got.
That's why I was trying to ask you, what is the BMW comparison to that model? Because I wanted to see if, compare apples to apples, that sort of thing. But I don't daily drive. I work from home.
Yeah, his is an M240.
Okay.
That's what you want.
Yeah.
All-wheel drive. It takes the corners good. I think that's the same motor that's in the Supra.
Really?
Yep.
So the only reason why I didn't go and get it that weekend was because I started thinking to myself, do I really want a $700 car payment to sit in my driveway? And I only drive the thing maybe once or twice a month. I don't know if it's really worth it.
Well, what else do you drive? The Tacoma?
Yeah.
What does Jennifer drive?
Her Volkswagen.
So, do you really need the Tacoma?
That's what I'm debating also, because there's sometimes like I'm gonna redo my whole office.
You throw in that 4-letter word, need. Come on, the fuck.
Well, there is a
really
need.
Come on.
Well, so I
It's
told you guys
want.
last time, I want to redo my whole office and make it like a podcast studio, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that includes creating or making a brand new custom desk. I want to do custom sound panels on the wall. So that means I have to go buy lumber. And I can't really transport lumber in a small hatchback Volkswagen or a BMW.
What is Jennifer driving? What is the BMW? The Volkswagen.
It's
Jetta?
No,
Jetta
it's
or-
smaller. It's the Tiguan.
Oh, you can put a tow bar on that. Can't you put a hitch on that?
Then, well, I have to go buy a hitch.
$140.
Then I have to install the hitch.
I'm pretty sure you can do that.
Go to U-Haul.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want.
Driving to them.
I don't know if I really don't know if I want to mess with that car very much anymore, because she wants to trade it in too.
Ah. So
And it has super low miles.
Get her to get the 240, and then you just drive it on the weekends. If she has to go somewhere, take the Tacoma.
It's not a bad idea.
I just saved you so much money. My consulting fee is $359. Here's the
other
link.
option. The other option that I had in my mind was selling the Tacoma, buying the BMW, and then buy a farm truck when I do need a truck.
Yeah.
A $3,000 truck or something.
Go
out here in the country,
$3,000 truck.
Yeah, out here in the country, I could find
all the time.
F-150 all fucking day for $3,000.
Even a Ford Ranger somewhere.
Yeah, doesn't have to
the
be an
Ranger.
Yeah.
a Maverick, a Ford Maverick.
Oof.
But yeah, that's the other option that I was thinking about, was just selling the Tacoma, buying a farm truck, and then buying the BMW.
Mm-hmm.
But this really all started when Jake bought his wife a BMW.
This is how it happens.
This is Jake's fault.
So out of the whole group, not talking about Gerald Lee, I was the one that first got the fast car. Then Jeremy Purick decided, oh, you know what? I'm going to get a Mustang. And then Gerald Lee came out with his. Gerald Reynolds bought his Mustang. And then who was the next person?
Well, and then he bought the Supra.
Then he bought the Mustang, bought the Audi, bought the Supra.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Now has an M2. He changes cars like Doug changes trucks.
It's the outlaw way. And
now Doug's bought a Mustang. He seems to think this thing's fast. It's got 430 horsepower. It's slow.
Thing's a brick.
Well, it's a tree hunter and a curb killer.
Hey, and I'm sure it's a crowd pleaser.
Yes.
Yes, for sure.
Yes, it is. You can see a lot of people cheering a lot because they're all like this. Yay! Yay!
Ooh.
It's going to need a lift for all those curbs, too.
Yep. So it's just, I don't know, it's funny how it all just came about. And now you want to get into a faster car. We just got to get Chandler's. We just got to get Chandler's to get a fast car. We all can go hang out with our fast cars and don't get muddy.
So I originally came from the fast car scene when I lived in Los Angeles.
That's what I was.
Yeah. So it's not foreign to me. I mean, that was the first car scene that I ever got into.
The only
Fast and Furious was based on what I used to do. What I used to do was way before Fast and Furious came out.
Yeah, well, and you probably didn't have 18-speed gearboxes in cars either.
No.
Yeah. I had, the only reason I got a Jeep is because back in Australia, I was on the verge of getting locked up. Like losing my license, going to jail for street racing, drag racing, burnouts. If you could do anything in a car, I did it. And I pretty much got caught doing it. Mm-hmm. Like my mum will laugh at this. You'd have to Google this car. It's called a Ford TE Cortina. Had a straight six in it. It was like a go-kart with a big engine. And it was all souped up. It had a Hornet scoop on it. It was pretty tricked out. I used to have to push this car literally out of my little town that I grew up in so the police wouldn't hear me and pull me over. One day I lent my mum this car.
Oh, goodness.
And she went like an hour up the road. She didn't get 5 minutes out of town and they pulled her over and they walked up to the car and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry. We thought we're pulling over Christopher." And my mum's like, "Well, no, I'm driving it." And I used to tell my mum all the time, they used to harass me, not because I was doing something stupid. They would just harass me. Well, now she believes me because she got pulled over because my mum doesn't drive like an idiot.
That was your job.
Mum will laugh at that. She thought that was funny. But yeah,
I had the same situation.
Was getting locked up and I had to get a slow car, which I thought, if I get something that goes in the bush, no police are there, I can go sideways around the dirt corners. I didn't even think about mud and off-road yet. I just thought an off-road vehicle to go fast around corners. And that's how I got into Jeeps. And then once I moved to America, I'm like, man, I can get a radar detector. Police don't really do much if I speed.
So you went and got a V8 swap to go faster?
No, I just wanted a V8 swap because that was the thing to do when the JK was like, "Oh, you can put a V8 in the JK? I want that." Because it was cool. And I had a V6 supercharged, which was like a piece of shit. Just like what you did, Gabe. 3.8. I had to put a supercharger on it to make it go.
No, I didn't. I never did that.
No, you didn't do that. I did that.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't even have 40s. I just didn't want to re-gear.
Yeah.
Because, re-gear in Australia is like $5,000.
Oof.
That's what it felt like. So damn expensive to do anything down there to a vehicle. Especially if you had the J in front of it and the P at the end. Oh, we have to import that stuff. So let's just tack on 30% extra.
Bastards.
Yep. But come here, fast and fast. It's fast and furious right now. So it's like in Huntsville.
I had a similar situation when I was in California. I had a very fast vehicle, and I was always getting pulled over. And sometimes it would be just because I was that notorious that people knew the vehicle and they would pull me over just because. So there's one day I'm with one of my friends in my truck. It was a 92 or 93 Toyota single cab short bed with a 22 RE motor. And it was like hooked the fuck up. Like I did a lot of work to that motor. It was pretty quick. And I was with my friend and we went to this tire shop that was notorious in the neighborhood for selling weed out of the back of it. And I legit needed tires. But I also knew that they sold pot.
But I also needed weed.
So while I'm shopping for tires, I bought a bag of weed.
2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah. So I'm pulling out of the tire place, and I see an undercover cop, narc car, across the street. And like this fucking guy's been watching the shop this whole time. I didn't even see him when I pulled in or anything. And he starts to follow me. And I pull into my neighborhood, and he hits the lights to pull me over. And I had 3 different stash spots in that truck. So one of them was under the seat. I tucked the bag of weed between the seat and the springs of the seat. So I'm driving, and I'm still driving down the street, and he still has his lights on. Well, I'm trying to stash it, and I try to pull into my driveway, and he tries to cut me off. So I dropped gear really quick, did kind of like a sideways burnout to get around his nose and go into my driveway. So I get into my driveway, and all of a sudden him and his partner come out with guns. Get your hands up, lay on the ground. Well, my grandmother lived 3 houses away, and she sees all this happening. Her and my little sister come running up the street. What the hell's going on? What's going on? But the cops don't know who these people are, obviously. And so they searched the truck, and they didn't find it. And they asked me, what were you doing at the tire shop? I said, what do you think I'm doing at the tire shop? Looking for fucking tires. Shopping tires. Like, what do you need tires? Now look at the tires. Luckily, I did need tires. And that was kind of my out. They're like, oh, he does need tires. His tires are.
What do I look like, a stoner to you, bro? Do I look like I'm stoned?
I may smell like one, but I'm just definitely not one.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they were selling that shit out the back.
I just walked by a skunk.
Yeah. Well, that's the funny thing, is I'm really glad that it wasn't that good of a weed, because they would have found it at that point.
Yeah. If it was dank, they would have found it.
Yeah. This was more like they found a donkey in Mexico. They packed the donkey's ass with a bunch of fucking weed, and they kicked it across the border.
Oh, and a Mexican dirt weed.
Yeah. With all the seeds in the world.
That's what I think you do.
You'd be lucky to find weed now with seeds in it.
True. Very true.
Yeah, I remember all my friends back at home would be like, oh, they left a seed in. Let's plant it. We'll grow our own.
Yeah. Seeds.
The funny thing about a seed, so I was at Jose Valdez's house a couple of weeks ago. He gave me a big jar of goodies to bring home.
Oh,
and he starts showing
Jose Torres,
sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, who the hell is that?
And he's showing me his seed that he's trying to germinate, and he's like, yeah, it's like you see a little tail coming out of the seed, and I'm like, oh, look at it, it's growing.
Oh, it's the greatest thing in the world.
I'm gonna be a millionaire.
No, I'm gonna be high.
Yeah, shout out to Jose. He's a good dude. He's actually invited me and my wife to his house to have dinner Christmas Eve at their place. So
cool. Yeah,
yeah,
great people. Like, they lived across from us for years, and I was actually really glad we got to see them when we were out there. It was really, really cool to catch up to them.
Yeah, I might have to take him a bottle of whiskey. He says he doesn't want anything in return for the pot, but that's not how I am. I need to give him something for it.
Secondary smoke.
Well, the funny thing, he doesn't even smoke the flower. He just smokes the resin. So when he just gives me the flower, or did that one time anyways, just what he had left over. I was greatly appreciative of it.
Does he smash?
He does. He vapes.
Right, but I'm saying, does he smash to get the oil out of it?
Yeah, he's got a machine.
Yeah, machine he's smashing. Okay.
Yeah. He's got a really nice sim setup too. He's a sim racer.
I'm jealous already. Son of a bitch.
I'll sell you my sim. I'm trying to get rid of it.
Where am I going to put it, Gabe?
The chair you're sitting on, just put it there instead.
No, then I've got nowhere to put my car. All this setup.
Put it in your bedroom.
Garage.
Oh yeah, I'll put it right beside my bed. It's 11:30. And Justine will be like, "What are you doing?"
Chris, come to bed. Hold on, babe. One more lap.
Get out of my way.
Because if you drive that, you got to have the speakers up.
Yeah, or headphones.
No, you got to have the speakers behind you so you feel all the rumble. Does it move?
No, it's not that expensive.
Ah.
But the steering wheel does vibrate and that sort of thing, so it does have feedback.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some friends in Atlanta. Like, oh my god, it's like literally driving a car.
It's so fun.
But they they do championships and everything. Like, they race for money. These guys.
Yeah, my shoulder's still not. Yeah, my shoulder's still not strong enough to hold that steering wheel long enough for.
You better
for
keep 50. It Tacoma still.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. My sim doesn't have power steering, so it's like driving an actual car that doesn't have power steering.
Oh, I don't want that then, because then I'll be sore. I'm getting old, Gabe. I turn 48 next month.
Well, I thought I was older than you. I don't know why I thought that.
No,
you got me by a year.
Yeah,
6 months or something.
Yeah,
because I was born in May.
Yeah, I'm a January baby, Capricorn. That's why I always butt heads with everybody. I'm a goat.
And you smell like 1, 2.
Mm-hmm.
Well, moving on. There was another school shooting, and do you want to guess the perpetrator's gender?
It was a boy dressed up as a girl.
No, it was a girl dressed up as a non-binary girl.
I'm confused. Explain.
So am I. Yeah.
Was it a boy or a girl?
Chick with a dick.
So it's a.
They're saying.
So it's a boy dressed up as a girl.
Dick with the chick.
No, they're saying she was a biological female that identified as non-binary.
So it was a female.
Yes.
So mentally disturbed.
Yes.
But not a boy.
Not a boy. No.
So
think they're a boy.
But aren't they saying she's trans?
No, she's not trans.
Oh.
She's a ultra feminist. She declared in her manifesto. They said that that was released.
All right. Okay. Answer me this.
Yeah.
I've never heard that word until I moved to the States. What the fuck is a manifesto?
It's a log of your plan of action leading up to the action.
So she wrote everything down?
Yeah.
Who the fuck does that? If I'm going to do something, I ain't writing shit. It's all in here.
No, right. Exactly. That's how mentally disturbed these people are.
Man, I'm going to write my plan down. Hang on a second. I'm going to fuck these people up.
Yeah. So
at
that's what this little bitch did. 9:00
a.m. on this street at this time at this building. Run, motherfuckers, run. Here I come.
Well, not only that, but she's posting this shit online.
I don't get it.
They shared posts of hers that said that she wants to kill every single male and reset the world so that females can make it better.
Does she know if there's no males, the population will die?
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's not very bright, so.
Well, of course not. She wrote what the fuck she was going to do down.
Yeah. And then right away, the Democrats, they don't waste a single fucking moment
ban AR.
to politicize anything. So what happens right away? Joe Biden issues a statement, we need to ban assault rifles. Motherfucker, she used a handgun.
Yep. Yeah, because she doesn't, well, she's probably a liberal, so she doesn't want to use an AR-15 because you're not allowed to use that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll use
I'd
handgun.
like to know how she got, how did a 15-year-old girl get this gun?
It's on the street, bro. She got it from that tire place out the back. She went to her local tire place. This week's special, when you buy an ounce, you get a free gun.
Under new management. No longer sell weed here. We just sell arms.
Buy 4 tires, get a free Glock.
I want that shot. Where's that?
Yeah.
I'm going to talk to Gerald tomorrow. That's what we should do.
Yeah, that's a great promotion.
Yes. Oh, Alabama, we can't do that.
Can't do what?
I'm pretty sure in Alabama, you can't even do a raffle for a gun.
No, but you could do different promotions.
Yeah, I don't think we could give away a gun.
You could give away anything. You just have to go through the proper channels to give it away.
I don't even think you can do that in Alabama though. I just think in Alabama, you can't give away a gun.
You know
no
what?
matter what you do.
Now that I think about it, I don't think anyone can give away a gun because you would have to buy it and then give it to that person. But when you fill out the paperwork, you're already admitting that you're not purchasing the gun to give to someone else. So I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know. It's a good idea at the time.
Unless you give you give away a gift card to a gun shop.
That'll work.
Yeah.
That'll work.
That's probably the best way to do it. It eliminates all legal factors.
Yes. Yeah, we have no blame.
Yeah.
We just gave a gift card away.
Yeah.
So that girl could go and use a handgun to shoot up a school.
Well, most of
still no ties to me. I'm good.
Most of your person, your clientele is all.
You can give away a gun in Alabama as long as the winner is over 19.
Ah, is that what it is? Ah, maybe that's what, because the school was trying to do it.
Yeah.
That's probably why it was. Because it was at school. And it was maybe inappropriate.
Well, that still kind of brings up the question, how do you give it away? Because when you fill out the paperwork for a new purchase, you have to check you don't have to, but to pass it, you have to, I guess. You have to check the box that says, no, I'm not purchasing this gun for someone else.
You're not going to give them the gun. You just buy this and we'll get you a gun. So you have a local gun shop that you're going to work with.
Donate it.
Do the transfer.
You're gonna hand them the name. They're gonna know who it is. They take care of the purchase of it. You just pay for it.
Did you see that, Gabe? I just got fact checked live.
Boom! That just happened.
Motherfucker! Is this what we have to put up with every podcast from now on? Fucking a Monday's there. Let me check.
That was good.
Yeah.
Well,
you can't do
that. So the
drones aren't real.
Sheriff Lamb does gun giveaways all the time. You buy, go to his website, buy T-shirts or whatever, and get a chance to win a gun. And he gives away a gun probably once every 4 or 5 months.
What T-shirts does he sell? I'm the best sheriff.
American Sheriff T-shirts and
see, this country's
America.
corrupt.
So I just found this. This is one of the online posts that this little freak did. Women are the only hope for this wretched world. But even women have been brainwashed by moids for too long. They've been internalized in patriarchy and turned on each other. This is very pixelated, so I'm trying to read it as best as I could.
Can you see me squinting?
Yeah. Always begging for male approval and validation.
She said disgusting. The N-word.
Yeah. It goes on a lot of racial
God.
Shit going on here with this psychopath. But she's
didn't she
I don't know if she killed herself or if someone else did.
I thought she killed herself.
I don't know. Her name was Natalie Lynn Rupnow.
I don't
15
understand
years
it.
old.
Like, if you want to make a difference in the world, don't you want to see the difference? So you know you've made a difference?
Well, listen. Lefties are not the most intelligent people.
They're not.
So when they have an idea, they don't think it all the way through. I mean, look at this CR bill that just was put up by the House. 1,500 pages, and they only gave them 1 day to review it. Yeah.
Sorry, 1,100.
It was 1,100. And most of it is just pork.
Yes. Yep.
So they're not very smart to say, "Hey guys, this is our last ditch effort to do this." Instead of making it 1,500 pages, we should make it 4 pages and push it through that way. That's how dumb they are.
Well, this is how dumb they are. Did you see Biden selling off the wall?
Yeah.
Do you see who he sold it to?
No.
Back to a Texas. It's not a governor. What's the? It's the one smaller than the governor of the state. Whatever that is. It might have been a
Attorney General.
I don't know what it was. It was one of them. He still had a surplus of money at the end of the year that he had left over. Well, he put the bid in and paid for all the wall. And he's now just stockpiling it. And when Trump comes back in, he's just going to give it to him. Nice. I'm like, this government just is so stupid.
Yep.
Yeah. Another example of that. This thing I saw. Biden spends $3 billion on new EV postal service trucks. The contract was awarded to Oshkosh Defense, a defensive company from state of Wisconsin. In 2022, the USPS awarded this defense company a $2.98 billion contract to produce 50 next-generation delivery vehicles. To date, they have only delivered 93. So at that rate, they're basically paying $32 million per mail truck.
Yep. Yep.
We need Doge. Elon and Vivek need to just wipe out the entire fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I can guarantee. And you know what Biden said the other day? He was getting interviewed, and he said, "We have to outlaw congressmen buying shares on the stock market." Why is he only saying it now? Because he's out fully? He's been doing it for how long?
Isn't it Josh Hawley? Is it Josh Hawley that's been leading that campaign on the Republican side for a while?
Yeah. Like all this insider trading, he just put Nancy in a damn hole. Like she just broke her hip. What are you picking on her for Biden? Like you're trying to like just annihilate her now, say ha ha ha. Like you broke your hip and now I'm going to take all your stocks away from you. You can't do it anymore.
I'm okay with that.
I am too. I just want to find out what she's doing first before they get rid of her, so I can get some of the action. Because right now, crypto's like this.
Yeah, it's wild. Speaking of crypto, the Hawk Tua girl. Did you hear about that?
Oh yeah, I think is she going to jail?
I don't think you can.
I don't know.
For selling stocks, can you?
No.
Unless it's insider stuff, but it's her NIL or how? I don't even know how this fucking.
I don't know. I think she scammed a lot of people, so she can get sued, I suppose.
But here's the thing about the stock market that really I never understood. People get so pissed off at these companies that lose the money, but I don't understand if these people that are losing money don't understand. The stock market is gambling. It's legalized gambling. Mm-hmm. It's no different than me going on ngnbet.com and putting $50 on the fucking on the Lakers or the Raiders or something like that, knowing they're going to lose. Or lose by they can only lose by 10 points.
Yep.
And then you can take a loss on your income tax for that, but you cannot take a loss on your income tax for gambling. Sports gambling.
That's because it's an investment.
It's the bankers. The bankers are protected.
You're investing. You're not gambling. You're investing. I'm investing my money into your company. I'm not investing my $50 into your team losing.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of these Bitcoins they're not companies. They're just novelty items, right?
Well, there's no, so Bitcoin doesn't have any value that you can hold. It's just a coin. And that just has an end game, and like there's like 500 coins. There's only 500 coins. That's all you're ever going to get. But it's like supply and demand. So if 500 people buy that coin, you get one coin each. But now if another 500 people want to buy that coin, you get half a coin. So the value goes up with that because now it's the demand. So the coin keeps getting split until it hits the top. And if people keep buying it, the price just keeps going up because it's burning that value away. So the price is going up. So if you want a Bitcoin, you're going to pay more for it. That's how they do it.
To me, I just don't understand it because it's not tangible.
People do. Look, dude, I remember when I was 10, 15 years ago. I don't know how old Bitcoin is, but when it first came out, it was like 50 cents. And someone asked me to put $1,000 in. And I was like, in what? It's digital. It's not even real. Like, where can I buy? How can I pay for Bitcoin somewhere? Can I go to McDonald's and say, oh yeah, just take 20 Bitcoin off me? Mm-hmm. it wasn't real. No one ever said it would get to $1. No one said it would get to $100, $1,000, $10,000. Look where it is right now. It's over $100,000. All these coins, because I'm on a few exchanges, you go on these coins, and dude, there is so much money to be made. And I look at it and go, how?
Yeah, I have a lot of questions.
Like, there's so many zeros before the cent even comes, and people are making millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Not me.
We need to have an expert come on this show and explain it, because I have no fucking idea what this shit does, what it means.
I just watch it go up. And they say when it starts going up, take your profits. I look at it and go, if I take my profit out, does that mean I'm diminishing how many coins I have? So when it goes higher, the value's not as much now, because if I had 20 coins, now I just sold 4 of them to take the profit off, I'm losing for when it hits big. I don't know. I don't.
So the other thing I don't understand is the excitement of making $50 over a year. It's like, okay, I could have made $50 in 10 minutes and not risk money, not risk losing money. It's like, I don't understand the excitement of, yay, it's gone up 2 cents. I just made, made $1.
So we go back 3 years. How long's it been since you've been gone from Artec, Armando?
2 years. 2.5 years.
So it'd be 3 years. AMC stock came around. I'm going to blame Will Perryman for this shit.
that was Will and Jose.
Yes. So I was out west, and these two are like, man, you got to go on AMC. I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? I had no interest in stocks at all. Like, dude, we're going to be millionaires. And I'm like, whatever. Okay, cool. Show me it. And I'm like, okay, I'll look at all the hype. It was supposed to explode. I bought in at $32, $33, and $52. Jose's like, I'm buying $10,000 worth. Bang. He's like, oh, damn, if you're doing 10, I'll do another 1,000. It's down to $4.52. I am down $3,500. And I look at this stock every damn day. And I'm like, it's $4.60. Oh, it got to $5. Wait 2 days. It's now that $4.50. I'm like, I am never ever seeing that money back again.
No.
Because cinemas are going bye-bye.
Yeah.
No one goes to them. They sit at home and watch movies now. So I'm just like, oh, that $3,000 is gone. Will got out. I think Will got out at even. He didn't lose any money. I'm the sucker who said, nope, I'm going to sit and wait. And that's all that you can do, is you don't know what's going to happen unless you hear what happens on the inside for you to go, I heard something, so I'm going to sit and wait. Crypto's the same. Did the same with SHIB. SHIB Inu is the same thing. It's a shit coin, but it went from nothing to something really fast. People made a whole shit ton of money and they pulled it out. I'm the sucker that didn't get out in time. It's slowly coming back to where I got in at, and apparently because we're about to get into a bullish run, it should skyrocket, and I'm going to be pulling that shit out. Because what's his name from what's the rep's name from Magnaflow, Armando, that used to come to all the shows?
Jim Cates?
Yeah, yes. He got me in on SHIB, and he's like, dude, I'm going to be a millionaire. I've got like 42,000 SHIB coins. I just got to get to a cent and I'm good. And I'm like, hell yeah, let's do it. We're all sitting back and waiting. Half a penny. I'll be happy with half a penny. If I get to half a penny, I'll make all you guys millionaires.
Yeah, Kim has her Shiba Inu. I think she's got like 1 million shares or something ridiculous.
Yep.
I just need to get to a penny. I'm like,
yes.
I'm not waiting for that shit.
I just want a quarter of a penny. I don't care. Just a quarter.
She does all these coin stuff, and I'm like, do what the fuck you want. I don't really care.
Yeah. Hey, it's $100. If $100 makes you a millionaire, who cares? You just never know. And that's the thing. You never, ever know what these coins are going to do.
if they're so unpredictable, what's the catalyst?
So here's the thing. So they call them meme coins, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the way I look at the meme coin is they hype. So you get influencers all together. So there's like 10 of us. We get on here and we talk about, I don't know, the Shih Tzu coin. We make it sound really fantastic, and we all going to go buy in, and you get in quick before it just get in at the lowest end. So when it pops, we're all going to be millionaires. Then another 10 people talk about it, another 20 people talk about it online. Next minute, it's a hype, and people just want in because FOMO on crypto is a thing. If people see something slowly starting to go up and it's just continually going, they're going to get in on it. And if they get in, it just keeps going up and up and up until the person at the very bottom that said all the FOMO and made up all the meme and said what was going to happen, he's the guy who's going to pocket it all.
So anyone can just create this fake coin.
I don't know how coins get made, but they just pop up from nowhere. I don't know how they're made. I don't know how they work. I read some of the descriptions and I'm like, that coin means absolutely shit. It doesn't.
So what's preventing other people from just creating coins, or a group of people from creating coins and then flooding the market and then
I don't know,
desaturating the market?
Don't know. Have no idea.
I don't know.
We need an expert on this fucking show to talk about this.
Yes.
Yeah. Because if anyone can just do it, then we're gonna have to fucking make a coin.
Yeah, I call it Shih Tzu.
No, you know what? Here's what we do. We call it the coin. And we
Hang on,
target.
can you mute that? Can you mute that after we get off this? I don't want someone stealing it.
I will. Yeah. Good point. I'm gonna write that down really quick.
Yes.
Mute idea.
But
no, I'm dead serious. What's to prevent us from doing this?
It
and
has to be like
have a target audience.
The thing over your mouth, and then like the voiceover.
So you just
the Dodge coin.
Yeah. No, but seriously, we have a target audience using that name.
We do. Don't give the hints too much, Gabe. I don't know why you're talking about vibrators for. Stop it. Don't give away the coin.
Yeah, God. I think we're onto something. Unless this is a stupid idea, then
I don't know. Who knows?
Then it's your idea, not mine.
Hey, we done stupid as shit.
Very much so. We spent the night on a rock.
Wait,
with a small fire.
Are we seriously talking shit about stupid ideas? Really? Like we're going to talk about stupid ideas?
I've had plenty of stupid ideas. One of them was trying to grow out this beard that fucking I hate. I'm shaving it tonight or tomorrow.
You shaved a whole lot off, Gabe.
No.
Be a man. Shave the whole thing off. Like, hey, I had to do the mustache. You just shaved the whole thing off.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I mean, I have before, but I'll take it down short. But I'm not going to take a razor to my face.
Yeah, do it.
No,
do it.
Well, I'm mostly curious what my face looks like because I weighed myself after I've been on this diet for a month.
Mm-hmm.
And I was very curious what I weighed, and I lost 20 pounds.
Oh, well done.
So I'm just curious what my face...
So you're still doing the carnivore diet?
Yeah. I'm doing the carnivore diet, and I'm doing intermediate fasting.
Mm.
So my first meal of the day is around noon, 1 o'clock. My last meal of the day is around 6:30.
So are you eating more or the same?
I'm eating less, actually.
Oh.
But I can eat as much as I want within that window of time. I just don't.
Yeah, well, if you're not really exercising, so it's just...
I'm lightly exercising because my shoulder's still not 100%. My last 2 physical therapy sessions are this month. My last follow-up with the ortho is in February. So I'm going to ramp it up a little bit in January, start putting more weight on with the weightlifting. Because it's just, I need to develop that strength in the shoulder. I have plans to start filming, and I put my camera rig together and try to hold it up like I normally do, and I just don't have the strength. So I need to build up that muscle before I can actually get back out there and do everything I want to.
Just get the
And
dumbbells.
losing the weight will help because let's face it, the last 2 years that I was filming, I had put on some weight, and hiking all that time was kind of brutal.
Yeah, we weren't going to talk. We weren't going to say nothing to you about that.
Well, I appreciate that, but I'm not that sensitive.
It's your body. I just didn't want you to get all upset and.
I heard.
We're body shaming
people,
you, and
I heard people at Travis's wedding. Oh my God! Do you see Gabe? He looks so fat. He gained so much fucking weight.
Maybe that's because they didn't see you for so long. They just had a different memory.
No, it's not that. It's because I really did gain so much fucking weight.
It was fucking Diesel, wasn't it? Diesel was saying that shit.
Diesel grabbed my ass. He always does that.
Well, he had to grab some ass because he's got none.
Yeah. Yep.
He used to.
I don't know.
But when I hurt my shoulder, I was losing a lot of weight. You know, I was working out daily, eating right. And then once I hurt my shoulder, I stopped working out. I stopped being active. I started eating more. And then I had the surgery. And then I was very inactive and very limited to a diet that I can have because I didn't cook a lot because I only had one arm. So there was a lot of sandwiches involved. So that's tons of carbs, a lot of breakfast burritos, a lot of carbs.
Yep. Nope. No good. You should have just went to Asian food.
Asian food?
Yeah. How many fat Asians do you see?
Good point.
They don't exercise a lot. They eat a lot of rice, but they eat so much during the day. Like they just peck. They don't really sit down for meals. They just eat all out throughout the day.
Well,
I've never seen someone get fat on rice.
The other reason is they're eating chopsticks, so they get frustrated after the first 4 or 5 bites. Like, fuck, I'm done.
Yeah, it's just like, it's like eating friggin' crawfish.
I've never had it.
Well, you watch someone eat crawfish, it's like,
had crawfish?
get a little bit of meat out, and it's like, well, now I've got to get another one.
I would love to try crawfish. I just never had it.
It's like so much effort.
Really?
It's like eating drumsticks. It's like, God damn it.
Chicken
wings.
I don't mind crawfish. That's an easy squeeze exercise. I don't like.
Do you squeeze and slurp?
Yes, squeeze, slurp, suck out of the head. Yep, all of it.
This show is turning into like an OnlyFans thing right now.
Oh, no. Hang on a second. Talking about that, have you noticed Chris's new station? He's got a new YouTube station.
Who?
Remember the mechanic that left?
Mechanic that left.
So we're talking about Light Bright right now, right?
I wasn't, but
we are now.
We can.
I came across something. So
what happened?
So the mechanic that used to be their mechanic,
mm-hmm.
he left and went on to do his own thing.
Okay.
Moved to Salt Lake, has his own YouTube channel. Oh my God, you should see the comments.
What happened?
Oh, I'm so glad you left. We haven't followed Light Bright because of the OnlyFans and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And they don't really know much about Jeep stuff anymore. And you seem to know all your stuff, so we're following you now. And I just read just on one of his videos, it came across my YouTube. I don't know how it did, but I saw it. I watched it. I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. Then I read some of the comments and the shit that people are saying. It's hilarious.
Did he say why he left?
He may have done one in maybe Light Bright's videos, but I haven't seen nothing that he's done.
Mm.
I think it was he was having a baby and all this kind of stuff, and it didn't suit their lifestyle or something like that. I don't know.
Well, I mean, porn money only lasts so long.
Yeah.
Look at all these porn stars that are broke now and crackheads and living in motels.
Well, it's because they went to Diddy parties.
Saudi money lasts forever, though.
Yes. You just got to get people to buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
still get to see one in public.
Well, if you're lending out your toys to people that want to pay money to play with your toys, then you have an endless supply of money.
Mm-hmm. So what we need to do then is we need to create.
I don't know. I don't know.
We need to create a crypto coin, and then we need to create an AI bot that we can put on OnlyFans.
Yeah. With my voice.
Ooh, that's not going to work.
Dude, hey, it will if it's on a mail. Do you know how many phone calls I get at work? Oh, yeah. Here's the good one. Who did I call today? It was I had a problem with the phone service at work. It's a VoIP service. I rang their customer service and I get, oh, is that you, Chris? Oh, I love hearing you talk. Like, I've called you once.
What was this guy's name?
I've called her once and she already knows my name, where I'm from, and I called her like 6 months ago. And it's like, I just love hearing you talk. I'm like, you know what? I hear that fucking all the time.
Well, that's how you got your wife. Let's face it.
No, she'll tell you, no, that's not how it was. Not at all. Not at all. And I keep telling her I should do an OnlyFans of me sitting in the corner reading a book. I'll make a fortune.
With your shoes off and your socks off.
And no butt plug.
Yeah. Unless it glows in the dark, then...
Well, I could do it in the dark. You wouldn't know where it was.
Yeah.
I could just hold it in my hand.
You hang yourself from the ceiling like Spider-Man, reading a book with a butt plug that glows in the dark. So it looks like a lantern.
All right, we've made a big turn. A big ass fucking left turn.
I just know what Gabe watches now.
The highway's over here. We're way over here.
I just know what Gabe watches now. I just know his fetish. Gabe's fetish is someone hanging from the ceiling upside down in the dark.
No, mine is big-breasted midgets.
Oh. So we didn't talk about the cruise I went on.
It's all going to show up in my feed now.
Yep.
Yeah, tell us about your cruise. I actually am interested in that.
So it was kind of funny. There was only one really big laugh on the cruise, and the comedian sucked. The funniest thing he said, he was a white dude, and he said, did anyone tell you that when you got to board the ship, that it was going to be full of black people? And I'm like, I already knew that was going to happen. It's Carnival. Like, the ships are always full of black people because it's cheap. I went, I'm white. I went because it's cheap.
Mm-hmm.
And these guys are like, he got a little laugh out of the crowd. And I'm just like, man, I'm definitely on a Carnival cruise ship right now because this is what it costs for these comedians to come on board. This is the best I'm going to get for my $1,800.
Meanwhile, Chris is slapping his knee, holding his gut.
Oh my God.
Just laughing out loud. And black people are looking at Chris like, motherfucker, I'm going to kill you and throw you off this ship.
You a dead cracker.
Yeah, no. But, no, so talking about midgets, we were on the last day trip, which was to K Port or something. It's the Carnival's port. It's no one else goes there but Carnival ships. I'm in the water, and Justine's in the water with all the kids are in the water. We're all up to like our necks, and there's this little like a rocky outcrop. It was like a little beach we had all to ourselves, and ultimate hysteria comes past. This black shadow comes in the water. It was a stingray, like a manta ray.
Ooh.
Everyone freaks out but me. Someone's yelling out, "Crikey, there's a stingray, we're going to die." And I'm like, the only person who's going to die is me because I'm fucking Australian.
Yeah, Chris is getting Steve Irwin's revenge right now.
Yeah,
it's going to come get me.
I'm looking for another Steve Irwin.
Yeah, I said, I'm good. I just stood there. And everyone's like, it's just swimming around in front of everybody. I said, look, stop freaking the fuck out. The only time it's going to get you is if you step on it.
Mm-hmm.
One guy's trying to pat it. And I'm just like, man, everyone's screaming, carrying on. And I look up. There's a little fucking midget. And she's only with 3 big, massive black guys.
Oh, God. She's getting handled.
And she's white. But she's no shit, dude. Her head would maybe be up to my waist.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
That's a good size.
Right? Well, here's the funny thing, right? The black guys are like 6'2", 6'3", and they're big. Fat, right? They go in the water. Their balls maybe just slapping the water. And I look over, man, she's treading the fucking water. She's like, ah! And they're just standing in the water like this. And she's like, ah!
Does she have floaties on her arms too, like a kid?
Well, she had that much fat was probably sitting there floating around. And I'm just like, oh, this is such a mixed match. All the images went through my head. She's the only girl with three guys. I'm just like, man, you guys are sharing a room. All the images that went through my head, I'm just like, hey, you know what the first thing that come to my mind? Where's Matt? That's the first thing that come into my head. Where's Matt Loxley? Why is it I just see Matt with midgets?
Matt loves midgets.
I never got to the show, though.
Matt loves midgets and tall black strippers.
Yeah. I missed out on all that Pigeon Forge fun. I was late to that party.
So yeah, anyway, back to our idea for making money. Crypto and an AI bot, and we'll put her on OnlyFans.
Yes.
And then we can retire.
Yes.
And buy our own race sims. But that's electronics all over the place.
I like it. Let's just buy a compound and just live out in Arizona or Utah.
Oh, I'm not living in Arizona. Sorry. I'm not living in Arizona.
If I got money, I'm not living in Arizona.
No. Oh, you're going to go to Tennessee, aren't you?
I'm going to Tennessee.
Yeah.
Maybe Alabama.
Why would you want to come here and sweat your ass off?
I'm going to live on the water and you'd be cool.
You still sweat your ass off?
No, you just jump in the water.
He's got a point.
So you're going to live in the water the whole time?
In the water. No, they have this invention. I don't know if you guys know about this. It's called air conditioning.
You'll never come out of the house, Armando.
I don't come out of the house in Arizona. But you air condition the garage, you air condition the house, you air condition the car. You could even get a boat, a pontoon boat that's enclosed, and air condition that too.
That would be you. That would be 100%. You.
Yeah.
Yes. We're all going swimming, everybody, and Armando's in this plastic bubble.
I'll be the inside on the hammock inside, is having a drink in the AC. Fuck you guys.
Oh, you know what I was going to tell you? Someone told me that maybe I think it was you, Chris, that we should get Light Bright on the show. Or was it Armando? I can't remember who told me, and we started laughing about it.
It might have been me.
It might have been you, because we laughed about it for a minute.
Yeah, it was after 4 old fashions at
maybe
at the bar.
Maybe. I don't know what made me say that.
Old fashions.
But so the other night I couldn't sleep, and I'm thinking of people that we can get on the show, and then I thought about our conversation that you said we should get Light Bright on. And I was like, you know what? I started thinking that would be fucking hilarious, and I would ask him just one question, and I know we couldn't use the show because he would just hang up and nothing would upload. But my only question would be to him is, how does he get any sun living in his wife's shadow?
True.
I mean, let's face it.
No
people
one
watch their channel for her.
Yeah.
Not for him. So
no.
That would be my only question for him.
Well, he is small too, so.
He's a wee man. That is true.
Yes.
Speaking of crazy individuals, you see this Luigi Mangione out of New York, or I think it's from Philly or something like that. That
the assassinator.
That killed the UHC, United Healthcare CEO, and the love that he's getting from a lot of people. I don't understand this. Like how can, and a lot of them are Democrats that are in favor of this guy killing the CEO.
Right.
You know why? The thing that I heard is what he had something on Nancy Pelosi for insider trading because she's getting investigated. That's probably why the Democrats are so happy, because they're going to get let off. No proof now. We're good.
Well, usually insider trading has a lot of paper trail. The way that the government is working these days, they're hacking people's phones unknowingly. I mean, look at what happened with Liz Cheney just this past week with her Signal account.
Mm-hmm.
Tucker Carlson has mentioned before when he was trying to set up the interview with Putin, the only people that knew before him, or the only people that knew before his staff that it was going to actually happen, was the FBI, because they hacked his Signal account.
No, I don't know.
But I think it's weird that if he is a true assassin, he would have known that if you have a suppressor on your handgun, it is undergassed. Because if you see the video, he shoots him, has to manually manipulate the weapon to cycle, shoots him again, has to repeat the manual manipulation of the cycle of the weapon, does it 3 times. An assassin, you would think, professional assassin, would have this under control. He would go to the range, hey, and I need to make sure this is going to run, and then carry out his job.
Well, didn't they say the first news report that I watched said that there were no casings found at the scene? He picked them all up.
Really?
That was what the first news I heard about it, that he picked them all up because he's a professional. No casings, no proof.
So how did they find... Didn't they say that there was words on the casings?
Well, yeah. Well, then now, like after they caught him, now there's footage of them picking up casings. So there's just so many damn stories. This media plays out.
Oh, the government's great.
It's like, who do you freaking believe?
Nobody.
Yeah, I don't know. But I just find it funny that right now the liberals are excited that someone was killed with a gun. But the moment someone else that they like or have
any gunplay or shootings or whatever, they're all like, ban the guns, ban the guns.
Right.
They are a religion of choice.
Yeah.
And what best suits them is all they go for.
Yeah.
There's no right, there's no wrong. It's just whatever we believe.
I found this chart. I found it really interesting on X. And it asked, do you think the actions of the killer of the United Healthcare CEO are acceptable or unacceptable? Age demographic 18 to 29, 33% said completely unacceptable. Somewhat unacceptable was 7%. Neutral, 19%. Somewhat acceptable, 24%. Completely acceptable, 17%.
Oh.
The age demographic of 30 to 39, 43% completely unacceptable, 10% completely acceptable, 21% neutral, 13% somewhat acceptable. And as you go older down the demographic, it becomes less and less acceptable.
Yeah, that 50, 59, the smart people.
You know, you're killing somebody, so it's not acceptable. That's because I think it's more in that age group is more God-fearing people.
Right. And as you get older, most people that get older become more conservative too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's very weird.
Yes.
If you ask me.
It's the times, bro.
We'll see how it all shakes out next month.
Yeah.
Well, next month we're in a recession, just so you know. I'm calling it right now.
Here's what I think. They backed away from the rate reductions the Fed did.
When? Today?
It was either today or yesterday.
It was supposed... Did you look it up? They were supposed to say it's something today if it dropped.
Yeah, they were supposed to announce that there was going to be another reduction, and I think they held off on it. There was another 0.25 or something like that. And the other thing to look at is the inflation went up again, 2.3%. They were targeting 2%. Last quarter, I think it was 3.7%. Which tells me that we're in a situation where the inflation is going to stabilize, but nothing is going to happen with it. We're not going to see the same prices that we saw pre-pandemic. And the one thing that tells me that is very more than likely is the price of ammunition has gone down, but is now plateaued. I think right now 9mm is 20 to 21 cents per round. Or pre-pandemic, it was, I think, 9 to 10 cents per round.
They lowered it.
They did lower it.
Yep.
Yeah, 0.25. It was up to like 40, 45.
Yep, 0.25 they lowered it, so 0.25%.
Yeah.
But I can tell you
highest,
now,
I thought it was like 40 cents I was paying.
For what?
9mm when I couldn't find them.
Oh, yeah.
It was up
Yeah.
It was up as high as like 40, 45 cents.
Yeah. It's come down, but if you look at the prices, they haven't really they've plateaued.
Yeah.
I mean, right now it's as cheap as it's ever been, but it's not as cheap as it was pre-pandemic.
Mm.
Some people are pointing to the supply, the factories that are supplying ammo, but and that's because there was a factory that was shut down, but that factory was only making. They weren't making 9mm ammo. They were making 5.56, 7.62, and I can't remember now. It's been so long. But they were making rifle rounds, not handgun rounds.
Yeah.
So it's just the financial state of the country is going to be interesting the next 2 years. I think we'll know in mid-term for Trump if things will actually start to go back down, or I'll be happy if they stay where they are, as long as they don't go up again.
Yeah, well, the job rate numbers came out again for like new jobs created, low. Still downturn.
Yeah. Well, and they'll be revised every single time they've announced the jobs.
They just did.
They revise them every single time.
Yep, they just did it again.
Yeah, and they're usually government jobs, and this is why there are over 300 government subsidies, agencies, is because that's how they're creating these jobs.
Create a new agency.
Yeah, well, look at the IRS, 87,000 new IRS people.
Mm-hmm.
To do what? Nothing.
And did you see the report that it was like over 50% of IRS employees are due in back taxes that they owe income tax?
They
haven't paid
themselves.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Hokey shit.
Yeah.
Craziness.
Yeah.
Just gotta drain that swamp.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Speaking of the swamp and the draining, Elon's going to have a big piece of that pie to cut up and eliminate a lot of the fat. Elon is also now has announced that he's going to start Xmail. He's going to have his own email system.
Oh yeah, is that going to cost us money to use?
I don't believe it is.
I'll be using it.
I'll use it.
My Gmail's full of freaking spam.
Same. Plus, I would like to have a more customized email address too. So that would be nice. Uh-oh, is Chris in trouble?
I just thought I heard gunshots.
Yeah.
Are you on the Carnival Cruise again?
Someone's letting off fireworks.
Fireworks. Yeah, New Year's fireworks stands are already open.
Oh, that's right. New Year's fireworks. I'm glad I still have some.
Yeah.
Let me just leave that off.
All right. I gotta go, guys. We've gone.
Yeah, we're about done
today.
anyway. We should wrap up.
Yeah.
We've been just
blabbering. We've been on that freaking side road for a while.
And Chris needs to find some cover.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell that was, but God, it was like letting off an AR. All
right. Well, everyone, thanks for listening. Don't forget to go to liftitforless.com. Don't forget to buy your products at rub-1.com and get your vehicle all cleaned up.
20% off right now.
And if you want to send some
20% off right now.
Ooh,
and I
really?
lowered the price on the AR blaster and it's part of the 20% off too. So get on there and place your orders.
Yeah, and if anyone wants to make a donation to Hero Off-Road, Armando, what is that website?
HeroOffroad.org. You make a donation and you need a tax receipt for end of the year. we can definitely accommodate all of that. You can go to our donate page and make your donation, and we'll take that and hand you a receipt if you need it.
There you go. And don't forget, folks, to follow us on social media. Like, follow, and share. We're on everything. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Yeah, go ahead and support us there also. We're going to be off next week for Christmas. So everyone, have a Merry Christmas. And hopefully we'll try to get one more episode in for the year after the Christmas break. If not, we'll see you in 2025.
Bring it on.
Yeah. Good night. Thanks for listening.
See you guys.
Have a good one, folks.